Not a pause. Ukraine can ill afford one, but a moment to reflect on the days that have passed since Russia launched its invasion. In Kharkiv, a special prayer service for this city's fallen soldiers. Ludmila Kuksina calls this day an anniversary of resistance.
Во-первых, я часто сюда прихожу.
The resistance of all people, she says, not just the soldiers, but those who clean the streets and all the devastation, the explosions from morning to night. The streets of Kharkiv were emptier than usual. The city lies just 40 kilometers from the Russian border and has been pounded relentlessly this past year. Just take a look at the evidence here, a scrapyard of death. I'm standing in the middle of a pile of Smerch and Hurricane rockets. Those are cluster bombs designed to inflict maximum damage. And there are actually about 1,000 rockets in this graveyard, and officials say that's only half of the weaponry that's been fired against this city alone over the past year. Dmytro Chubenko of the Kharkiv prosecutor's office says there will be a reckoning. These missiles contain a lot of trace information, he says, abbreviations, designations that will help us fully and objectively prove Russia's guilt in these war crimes.
Великі народи великої України.
The Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy began this day much as he did 1 year ago, with a video address to the nation.
Найдовший день нашого життя.
The longest day of our lives, he called it. We woke up early and haven't slept since. A reminder that this is a war far from over came in the form of 4 Leopard tanks delivered in person by the Polish Prime Minister. Zelenskyy made sure to thank Ukraine's allies abroad for their support in the past and the future. He held a long press conference for the international media gathered for the anniversary. His composure slipped just a little when asked about his family. What matters most is not to disappoint them, he said. What matters is that my children are proud of me. But he soon turned the focus back to the Ukrainian people and the trauma they've endured, etched across the faces of so many.
Margaret, I know you're in Kharkiv, that the air raid sirens went off not long ago, that you're still under curfew as we are here in Kyiv, so we won't keep you long. Can you give us a sense of the mood where you are right now?
Yeah, Adrienne, you know, the air raid sirens go off every few hours here, or at least they have for the time that we've been here. And we've visited a lot of cities over the past week or so, and Kharkiv really is the one that's been the most tense. It feels jittery. Today, the streets were very empty compared to normal days. That's what people here say. Probably because people are worried about potential action from the Russians. But of course, this is a city that's also very close to the Russian border, and it's been hit time and again over the past year. The Ukrainian troops have pushed earlier in the year, the Russian troops far back across the border, but it is still a city within range of Russian fire.
Margaret, thank you.